Welcome to the Buy Sing Lit's Children's Book Bazaar 2021. For today's event, we have Mr. Ernest who will share the 3 practical tips to teach your kids how to manage their money in fun, entertaining, and the most prudent way. Let's welcome Mr. Ernest to the show.
Hi, parents. Thank you very much. Hello. How are you all? Good evening. Have you all taken your dinner? I think this is the time that most of us are having dinner. You can munch your food and yet we still can talk. All right, parents. Hello. Say hello if you can. Type a chat for me. Okay, to say hello. At least I won't feel so lonely here. Wow, how many of you have financially savvy grown-up kids? How many of you would like to raise and wish your kids and yourself to be financially independent as you grow, as a kid grow too? If so, today's program is something that you want the next 60 minutes or so to really stay with me to learn something, and maybe we can share and learn together. If you have a problem, you encounter something that your child have been asking you some money issues that you find it hard to continue the conversation, maybe you want to type in the chat, and if I can, I would like to address it for you. All right. So my name is Ernest. Maybe you have not heard about me. Okay. I'm in the financial industry for the last 26 years. All right. I created the board game. I also wrote a book called Raising Financially Savvy Kids. I'm also a financial practitioner in one of the practicing industry. The last 26 years, I've seen thousands of clients, and some of the client children has grown up to be teens already. Some even got married, and they already call me great uncle. And during this process, this 26 years, parents have been telling me all your problems that they encounter in teaching kids about the value of money. And thanks to my publisher, Kong Hua, that he helped me to come out this book gather all my thoughts and everything. And during my years of research, and I find that parents like the book a lot. And then they say, look, Ernest, just the book alone, the theory itself is not good enough. So how can, teach kids about money in the fun and entertaining way? So I thought that, the best that I can think of is creating the board game where children had bonding time with their parents, and to give this board game to give parents the clue on the daily activities that they can use to talk about money with kids in that fun, entertaining way. Let me continue. Yeah. So some of you who have not known me, but you may have seen me in year 2014 in this newspaper article. And most of you will say, no, Ernest, I don't think I remember seeing this article. Parents, I'm very sure you see that $1 million woman, right? Right on the left side. You've seen this newspaper where the husband died in the accident at Changi Airport. So Singaporean, being so generous, donated the 1 million, and less than 2 years, the same widow came into news again. This time, she didn't lose the husband because husband's gone. She lost the $1 million Sing dollar that Singaporean collected and donated it to her. There's no coincidence, okay, why on that front page, I didn't arrange it, so I have no control to misbehave. Why is that $1 million that most of us can remember, can relate to this woman that she lost that 1 million? And there is that little one there called Ernest from coconut seller to millionaire. No one seems to realize about him. One loses $1 million, one's accumulated $1 million. So parents, which do you want for your children to grow up? To have the $1 million and stay with them, or to have the $1 million and lose it? So parents, we in this generation of wealth, okay, that most parents are concerned that if my children has no value, no have understanding the value of money, what if one day I passes on and I'm going to give them passes on $1 million to them? Would they end up like this widow? In less than 2 years, the $1 million is gone. Or would you want to make sure that their children have the money values, principles, beliefs, the habits that they can manage that 1 million for the rest of their life? I have been also frequent in the social media, not only the social media, the media, the TV, the radios, okay, just in case you are not seeing me. And thanks to Kok Hua for bringing me all these things. So to get it a start, let's have some fun start, parent. I like to see some answers. If you are there, I like you to type in the answers in the chat, all right? Usually, I like to conduct classes that is face-to-face, that people can interact with me, all right? That will bring up a lot for me. Okay, so parents, the first question I'm going to ask, what is the earliest age your child first to expose or to learn about money? Is it A, 1 year old? That's about 12 months. Okay. Two, B, 2 years old. C, 5 years old. D, 7 years old. I give you 30 seconds to type our answer. What? Okay. So, any answer coming in? Okay. All right, maybe I don't see. Oh, yeah, not yet, none yet. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. All right, but most of us will tell me the answer. All right, to be, oh, I haven't showed the question. Ah, I see. Oh, the quiz. Okay, this is the question. Sorry. Okay, another 20 seconds. Okay, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. I'll tell you the answer later. Moini, what do you think the answer could be? Let's try on you since you are there. Okay, so question 2, okay, what was the first money lesson you think your child learned about money? What was the first money lesson your child learned about money? A, is it spending? B, saving? C, sharing? D, speculating? Parents, remember this answer has to relate to the third questions. Okay? No answer yet? It's okay. I'll continue. All right. Question number 3. From where or who you think your child learned the first money lesson from? A, teacher. B, parents. C, classmate. D, the cousins. Now, parents, be careful. This question relates to question 2. And most people tell me the answer is teachers. Yeah. But then if it's teachers, will teacher teach your kids about question number 2? Okay. Saving or spending? If question number 3, our answer is parent, then the question is, what parent were you teaching your kids about money at what age? Yeah. So where is the problem? So to answer the question to all, the answer to all the 3 questions is, the first answer is as young as 2 years old, kids begin to learn money lessons from who? From parents. And parents, will you be shocked if I tell you the first money lesson parent you were teaching your kids is spending? I got a lot of objections raised in a classroom when I teach this subject. Ernest, how can that be? Prove me that I teach. No, we parents never teach kids about spending. At 2 years old, we always teach them to save. We give them the piggy bank. We tell them to save, save, save. Parents, I prove you to you. At kids that's about 1 year old to 2 years old, what do we do? When we go shopping, when we want to go grocery, we buy things, right? What we do? We can't leave our child at home for safety reasons. We lock them along in our arm and we start buying things right in front of them. That is called unconsciously teaching and passing on the message. That's why in my last 26 years that all the subject I teach about finance, the hardest to teach was investing. The easiest to teach is spending. In fact, I don't even have to teach. Everybody was so good at it. And the moment I teach them to cut down spending, they all hate me. No, Ernest, no, that cannot be. So parents, you were teaching your kids of spending in the unconscious manner, and that's why when the kids grow up, they spend. Just like you and I, we were little kids. Our parents locked us along when they go grocery shopping, they buy things, and that's where we spend money. And no one taught us about investment. The subject that one taught about investment, parent was risky. It's meant for the rich. Yeah. So what's the problem? All right. And what is the urgency? Parents, they grown up not knowing the subject of money. First, they didn't know, they wasn't taught. They wasn't comfortable. School never passed on the lessons. They didn't know anything about budgeting, credit cards, that sort of thing. They only grown up, they learn through mistakes. So parents, do you want to pass on the same trend that we learn our money lessons from our parents to our children? Then there will be a lot of painful mistakes to make, and there will be a lot of changes that need. So parents, today, I would prefer that to give you some tips so that you can learn and see how best we can soften and make it easier for our kids. So currently, is there a problem? Yes, 43% from the research, okay, parents wanted financial literacy program, but they couldn't find one out there in the market to teach kids about money. They just couldn't find. Yeah. So 75 parents survey have open saving account. They only know how to open saving account for your kids. All right, to help them to develop financial discipline, especially when Chinese New Year is coming along, right? So we only collect the impart and then put it there. That's it, finish. But is that all? All right. So what is it? Where is that urgency? With today, the world that's coming to come an E world, everything become very E. All right. 95% of the ASEAN parents acknowledge that it's very important to teach kids the value of money and how to manage it as early as possible before the physical money disappeared. If we are still handling physical money right in front of us, and you really find it so hard to communicate, to teach, to use everyday teachable moment to talk the subject about money, what happens if one day that physical money, that dollar that we can hold on our hands, disappeared? Everything become online, everything become e-wallet, e-money, everything transaction is e. Wouldn't it be more difficult, more challenging? Parents are telling me, Ernest, yes, you are right. What about you? What do you think? Yeah. So what is financial parenting then? These words hardly heard about during my parent time, during my time as a parent. We never heard of. So I come out the word parenting is already not easy. It's a lot of not hard work, but it's a lot of hard work. Now the thing is financial parenting. I myself am not even educated. So a lot of parents say, wow, Ernest, what is financial parenting? So I decided to con the two words together and says, look, financial parenting is really related to examining who you are, the process of who you are in terms of financial principle that you have, the money beliefs, the responsibilities, the attitude towards money as a parent, and how the process that you want to be pass it on to your kids. Earlier on, the quiz is shown and demonstrated very clearly. All right, parents, you are the greatest influence to your child growing up, whether they are financially savvy or not, because they learn and observe from you. They take everything, they absorb as a little kid, as 2 years old to about 7 years old, before all those habits are formed, they absorb everything you say, everything you do, they see, they absorb, and that forms their beliefs and their money mindset. So that is where I started the financial parenting. I say, parents, beware. The past is over. We can't blame our parent for that because our parent they don't know me at that time. But today, if you have been listening to me, I guess there's no more excuse. You already heard how to get that process of financial, the journey to go on. Yeah. So how can financial parenting be delivered? So it's a joint responsibilities. Okay, financial parenting just don't come just from the father, the mother, or the grandparents or the grandmother. It comes together as a family, as a responsibility. All right, and it all starts from the home, your daily conversation with money. In my workshop, I always call your money dialogues. I always have fun when getting people to say, "Hey, I want you to have money dialogues." You know, how if money is a person today, it's a person, and this person name is called money, and we all do you all love money? Everybody say, "Yes, I love money." And I said, "Are you sure that you all love money?" Let's have a conversation with money. Do you talk to money? Oh, I know that my understanding when money comes to me, this person money comes to me and complain to me, say, "Ernest, a lot of people despise me. Every month when I go to them, they see or when I reach them on their hand, they don't even take a look at me. They don't even see me. All they do, they despise me and just chuck me to somebody else's pocket." How would I feel? Would I want to go back to them? And now I'll ask money, "What do you think about me?" Oh, money always says to me, "Ernest, you are one of the best. You always protect me. When I come to you, at least you talk to me. You say you love me and you will protect me and you keep me. That's why I'll stay with you. That's why you're a millionaire." So this money conversation, this money dialogue make it interesting that becomes subconsciously we begin to realize the value of money. Same thing, parents, how you start parenting. Have a dialogue at home. See everyday teachable moments. How can you use those moments to talk about money? I come to that again more. Huh? When to start parenting, talk about money. A lot of parents tell me around the age of 7, some even tell me 5. But I'm saying to you, from the quiz that just now we did, as early as 2 years old, kids already know about money. The moment they start asking you for that coin, that $1 or even that 50 cents for kiddie rides, or to buy that little toys that to turn, and I can't call, I don't know what they call it these days. Okay, to get the toys, that's a time that you want to use that moment to talk to kids about money. Yeah. So if we let this pass, okay, then the question is the day will come, they say, huh? How come I never thought about it? Then you just miss those opportunity. As kids grows up from 2 years old, we use those kiddie rides, when they start asking to buy things, and I want this, I want that in the shopping mall. That's the time we want to talk to them about value money, needs versus want. As we talk to them, as they become teens, parents, you yourself need to be equipped with more knowledge, with more information. You can't be talking to your teens the same money lessons, the same money information as you were talking to them when they're kids. And this is exactly what our teenagers are telling me. "I'm tired. My daddy and mommy are always nagging at me. Same thing, save, save, save. Save for what? Save for a rainy day. Oh, last 2 weeks are raining, but they never give me the money. So I don't know. I'm confused. All right. So, parents, be mindful of what you say. At the same time, understand where your information is and how can you upgrade yourself so that the teens can respect you, can look up to you when they come to money issue. The problems is that when kids become teens, they no longer listen to parent because parent doesn't have any more value add to their lives, especially when it comes to money lessons. Then what they do? If you don't teach kids about money, someone will out there. And guess who? The daily advertisements, the merchant, they spend millions of dollars to research how to get your kids or your teens to spend money. So if you don't want your kids to fall into that pitfall of keep on spending, and you don't come back and tell me, "Uncle Ernest, yeah lah, my kids are a spender." Well, I always ask, yes, your kid's a spender. Look, who is teaching him to be that? Examine it. So I have money stories. Beside money dialogue, I have money stories. I always get people to write your money stories. All the way from the age of 2 years old, the memory of it, if you can, write down. Along the way, they will find out, hey, I learned all these money values, principles, belief from parents. So the same thing. If today your teens are in this manner as a spender, when I get them to write your money story, I guarantee you, your life, parents, your life, your language, your teachable moments will be reflected in their money stories. So when to start? As early as 2 to 3 years old, not 5 or 7. 5 or 7, they're already, your belief system already almost formed, and they can make money decision on those belief system. So sorry, if they start going to school and spend those money on stationery or these parents, it's not late, all right, but you may have to work more to teach them on that. So how to start teaching kids about money? Well, some people may not agree. Okay, I always say that start it with by giving them a small allowance. Just as parents, if you want your kids to learn to ride a bicycle, you got to give them a bicycle, right? You know how they're going to learn how to ride. Same thing. If you want your kids to be smart about money, let them have a small allowance. Make agreement before you give them what this allowance for. Let them learn how to make. Let them make mistakes. Parents, if they lose their allowance going to school or if they overspend it over the weekend, parent, please don't bail them out. In that safe environment that you are putting them in, those mistakes is still not costly. However, if you decide not to give them the allowance, they say, oh, everything you can have it from home. All right, why do you need it? All right, why you need this pocket money for what? No, no, no. You go to school, you bring food from home. Okay? So you don't need extra money. Parents, then your kids will never learn about money. They never learn how hard is it to have even that $1 or even that 1 cent. How hard you work for it. So parents, kids give them that allowance. But of course, giving allowance also got technique lah. Huh? You got to make small agreements. Grandparents, if you are listening, well, I know I'm also a grandparent of 2 kids. When my children teach my grandchildren about money, I try not to interfere. At the same time, when I got extra that I want to give it to my grandchildren, I make it known to the parents, that means to my children, hey, I'm giving this. And I make sure that this money is given for what? It's not for them just to spend. Some children say, oh, if I can get extra from my daddy and mommy to spend, I go to grandpa, grandma, I could get some, right? So when I got those, can I spend it off? So then it doesn't coincide. So grandparents, you got to work together with your children to teach kids about money. When it comes to teens, okay, teens, parents, I do have classes to teach all these things, okay. Teens, if you don't give them allowance, I guarantee you, teens, we were once a teens before. They will rebel. They will rebel. And you don't give them allowance or you don't give them sufficient allowance, you know what? Don't give low. Never mind. Oh. I go and work low. I go and work part-time. So when I got work part-time, I got my money. It's my money now. So you parents got nothing to say. I can do whatever I want with it. The worst today, in today's world, is worse. Even they don't even get out of the house. They now start working in the home, lock themselves in the door, in the room, close the door, and they start making money. Guess what? Now no money goes in, you never get to see it. You get to spend, to buy things suddenly. And then how come this week my dog keep on having got postman come? Delivery, Shopee la, Lazada la. How come? How come this thing, where they get the money? You know? So parents, you got to make sure that when kids are young, start making sure that they are comfortable, they can relate, they can talk to you, have good money dialogue, have harmony, rather than they become teens. In fact, one of the saddest, and that was from my client, is a father who tell me, Ernest, what should I do? when my teens start asking me for so much allowance, and he asked for big to buy a big ticket item, it's something like $600-700, and the father says, "No, I don't have the money. No, you don't need that." You know what the daughter tell the father? Don't give, oh, I go and sell my body. Sad, isn't it? And the father couldn't know how to deal with it. He was sad, and he come and talk to me, and finally we have a good chat and managed to get the teens to say, okay, over time, let's work the money out. You know, you are the teens now, you know how to work money, you don't have to sell your body, all right, and how to pace it out. You know, in less than 6 months, she came back and said, no, I don't need the item anymore. She has the money, but she don't need the item. That is called delayed gratification. What about young adults when they start to work? We want to teach them the money just system. Yeah, we got to learn how to teach them how to pay yourself first. Yeah, so parents, different age, we teach different things. Yeah, all right. So start out young. It's never too early. Parents 2 years old, never. Toddlers, they start recognizing money. They start asking you to spend, which just now I share with you the example. All right. When they become working at, oh, even the kids, we all want to start using the money just system. I have the 3 money just system later on. I'll show you. All right. Or parents, you can pretend before even your kids start going to school, you want to pretend, when they go grocery shopping, hey, you play kids stall. Hey, this whole shopping mall is mine. All right, whatever you want to buy, I'm going to give you this money. You got to pay me first. Then I go and pay with the cashier. So we give them a sum of money before we even go shopping, maybe $1 or $2 when they're young little kids, and let them buy whatever they want. And once they use up the money, I guarantee you, happy shopping. They won't ask for it. They know we are giving them the responsibility. We are giving them the bicycle to learn how to ride. If they spend it off and then they want some more, sorry, wait for the next trip. Yeah, of course, before asking them to spend, letting them spend, we also want to make sure that they put some of the money out in the saving. Primary school, okay, money just system is one of the best. I guarantee you later when you hear me talking about the money jar, all the parents who attended my classes or even the children who attended our money junior classes, we always talk about money jars. Kids have 3 money jars, adult has 6. We make sure that they have goal setting using the money jar system. Okay, if money is not enough, I try not to allow them to do borrowing, but they can take it from your money jar and put it back. Weekly allowance, if possible. When they are about primary school, primary 1, primary 2, okay, let's go daily because they still don't know how to manage. Yeah, we don't want to once give them the weekly allowance and on Monday so they lose all the allowance and then how? So it's quite painful, isn't it? So then we say, okay, daily allowance for primary 1, primary 2. When they come primary 3, primary 4, they are more mature, they can manage more. Maybe parents can consider weekly allowance. Then use a 70-20-10 rules, which is actually the money jar system. 70% is for you to spend whatever allowance. I make those small agreements. Okay, and I also must work up backwards. The allowance I gave it to you, 70% is for you to spend, for you to buy your needs in the school canteen. 20% is for you to save. 10% is for you to share, to give it away. Like Mother Day coming, Gong Gong birthday, Papa birthday, or Grandpa birthday. You can use the money in that share jar to buy something to share with them. So that is the 17-20 rules when I go along with the allowance, okay, to make that as an agreement. Of course, the first saving account, which I think I think there's a local banks or post bank, they created it for you. So whatever the 20% that you save, parents bring them to the bank and help them to deposit it. A lot of parents just do it, even do banking transfer without showing them the bank book. So children always complain to me, my papa, mama always confiscate my money. Credit cards, credit cards, maybe primary school, we don't talk about much about credit cards, but parents, why are youth, okay, facing bankruptcy in both Singapore and Malaysia? In fact, the rising numbers of credit cards bankruptcy due to credit cards is because of youth. Why? A lot of parents didn't understand this part. Like just now I said, there's a lot of unconscious learning. Parents, why you get into bankrupt currency, credit cards? Because parents, you showed them how to use credit cards when you go grocery shopping, right? They saw you no money, fetch out the cards, that's it. But when you were doing payment, were they next to you? When you are writing a check or when you are doing a banking transfer? Most likely not. So children grown up, when they got out of school, they get graduated, the bank will offer them a debit card and then they offer them a credit card. They didn't understand what's the difference. So they say, okay, lah, debit card I use, I don't have to pay money. So when I got credit card, I use also don't have to pay money because I never see my daddy and mommy paying for it. So at the time comes, the thing snowball and snowball and getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, so things like that. So parents, take conscious. Okay, when you are doing the credit card payment, make sure you show them, because you showed them, you use it. Okay, secondary school, learn how to make money. Yeah, primary schools, when you teach about interest, simple interest, you teach them compound interest. Secondary schools, we want to teach them how to make money. Okay, things like earning extra money by doing extra chores at home. Not the chores that at their age they are supposed to contribute to the family. At secondary school, I need you to fold your bed. I need you to tidy your bed when you wake up. When you go toilet, you need to flush. Sorry, I don't know. When I was a little kid, yes, I can motivate you by giving 10 cents, 20 cents to get you wake up early to tidy your bed. But when you're secondary school, I expect you to do more. Those become your commitment to the family already. Then I won't pay you. You do anything extra and above your age responsibility, then I will pay you. For example, secondary school. Can I watch daddy car and mommy car, and you pay me $10? Possible not? We can negotiate on that. Yeah. So use prepaid credit card to teach them about interest using credit card wisely. This is very important. Just now I said ready. All right. You got to show them the fine print. If you don't pay, what is the penalty? Yeah. Pre-university. Okay. So JC, polytechnics, you want to show them how to earn, how money is being made, how it's being spent, how is it saved, the money spent is gone. All right, you want to make sure that they take responsibilities. Now, also use credit card wisely, especially when pre-universities, maybe they still give them a debit card, unless some parents or some family, you give them supplementary cards. Okay, and if you don't teach them how to pay, and they spend, I just pay on their behalf. Yeah, they still haven't started working yet. Never mind, I pay everything. Never mind. The thing was snowball. Okay, if they started working already, we want to teach them how to read their paycheck. Maybe including will they be taxed if they are earning to certain amount, 20,000 and above. How about your CPF contribution, this and that? We want to teach them about reading all these things that involve things in your bill paying. I emphasize that, especially your credit cards. All right. Parents, also, this is one of the key things. All right. A lot of us thinks risk is no good. Okay. Risk is bad. Investment is bad. Okay. To me, I say risk is good. Without risk, market flat. Boring. Nothing move. Just like when we were in COVID-19, we just got the risk. Everybody just stay stagnant, right? We just had to face the COVID risk. That's it. Market didn't move. Die. But when the market crash, nobody knows how to invest it. So we want you to think that risk versus reward, risk is good. If today, if you don't know that a risk is no good, let me tell you, if you don't learn how to take risks, you are already taking one. How about inflation? The last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, the 2-3 months, has Singapore inflation gone up a lot? Have you realized that food cost has gone up by some vegetables, some fish has gone up by 20-30%? So where's your money? Your money eroded. So it's either you understand the risk, you manage the risk, you take it up. So it's investing versus saving. Yeah. So we have been teaching kids about saving, about investing. So a lot of parents, you're not comfortable. That's why I invite you to come and learn from us, read my book, all right, about managing risks. Okay, if you don't know, you can't teach. You can't teach what you don't know. Yeah. So of course, and even right now, I'm teaching my grandchildren. I got a grandchild of 7 years old and 5 years old. I already started an investment account for them. It's not saving account. It's investment account. All all has my name and tag their name to it. So they all, oh, that's my name. That's my account. Oh yes, I showed them. Yeah. Okay. Birthdays. Yeah. So parents, grandparents, parents especially around, and these are teens and children have been complaining when they attend my class that daddy, mommy always confiscate my ang pao money, the birthday ang pao money, where yeah or mama or grandpa, grandma give it to me, the ang pao say, they are busy to go and look for the gift. So this ang pao is to wish you a happy birthday. Can you go and buy something you like? The next thing is daddy, mommy keep the ang pao. So, daddy, mommy, it's okay. For ang pao money, 70% the 70-20-10 rules apply. Daddy, mommy, let them use 20% of the ang pao money for birthday to buy whatever they want. After all, it's grandpa, grandma wish. 70% go to save. Just reverse it. Earlier on was 70% for spending, for allowance, pocket money. For birthday money and special occasion money, we let them use the other way. It's now 20% for spending, 70% for saving, 10% for giving. And what other thing to buy? You make agreement with them. You want to let them buy some, money related books, board games, videos, software, Or parents can play ATM, you act as an ATM, TTT, you get this money, 70% comes here, da, da, da. You can do that. Or you can even say play financial bingos. Don't know how to get those, don't know how to create them. Look out for me in my Facebook, I will teach you. Or that 70% that you want to put it for saving, you can now teach them, especially when they're teens. Okay, maybe teens today, teens are very fast, maybe 12 years old and above, I consider teens. You want to top up to your investment account. You show them that this amount is being top up. Okay, so this is where special occasion. Parents, don't let money hiding inside the Milo tin or under your bed, and over years you get devaluated because of inflation. Yeah. Okay. Parents, where can you improve your financial skill? Okay. All right. So one of the ways that you can improve your financial skill, let your journey begin with us. I have a few tools. All right. Is it okay that I share with you a few tools that you can consider doing it? One of them I shared earlier. You can use your money dialogue, your money stories, and write it out, and then have some laugh at it. Some husband and wife, why are you having disagreement or quarrel over money issue at home? Because of your money dialogue and your money stories. Write it out and then compare notes and have a laugh over it, and work on it. Come out. All right. Or you may want parents to attend some courses outside there. Money Sense has a lot of courses for parents to upgrade. All right. You can go to there. Yeah. So some of the tools I'm going to come to you soon. Okay. So one of the tools that I'm giving, my favorite one and most powerful one, it is called the Money Jar system. For kids, if you can follow my cursor, okay. Let me see a pointer. Okay. You see this one here? For kids, there are three money jars, and I keep it simple. I use it 3S: save, spend, share. For adults, okay, you need to have 6 money jars. Okay, parents, I want you to understand one thing. Children model after you, they mimic after you. Can't stress that more than enough that kids always watch you, observe you, and follow you. So if you want your kids to use that discipline, to use the money jar system, okay, parents, you also have a 6 money jars. And the way that children learn, okay, You got to make it entertaining. You got to make it visual, okay? And you got to be proactive and make it fun. And this is the six money jars or even the three money jars. I make it creative. I make it colorful. Why? Because that is the way that the mind, the young kids' mind work. They attract them. That's where all the merchants spend millions of dollars creating all these things. All right. That's why you see every time when the TV got advertisements only, the children will glue your eye to the TV. And the moment when the advertisement is over, your drama series start, they run away. So they begin to create all this graphic, the music, the color to attract the kids. So parents, you need to have the six money jars, all right, for them to follow. Yeah. Each of the money jars had the adults one. I don't have time to go through. All right. You'll take about 30, 15, 20 minutes to let me go through. Okay. We talk about it another time. This opportunity. Okay. Where is my cursor now? Oh. Okay, so another area for the kids, the parents that you want to, where I created this franchisees, Big Bad Wolf. I mean, all parents, you all heard about the story of Three Little Pigs. How come? Three Little Pigs, the story we listened was from our young days, very young. Today, I'm in my 60s, I still can remember, the story of Three Little Pigs. So I begin to understand research and how our mind retains some of this information. I say if our mind can remember all the all the fairy tales, maybe Three Little Pigs, Cinderella, Snow White, or even nursery rhyme like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, London Bridge is falling down. Parents, you can think and tweet those stories and relate to money and teach your kids. And one of the story that I tweeted was the Three Little Pigs. Why did Three Little Pigs build three different houses? Where Mother Pig give them a sum of money when they grow up. So kids come into the program, they learn and they laugh, and we get them to talk about what they know about the story of Three Little Pigs. They know. They narrate it out to us, and then we reward them with money. We play the game with them. And you know what? At the end, we share with them the money jars, and the needs and wants. All the Three Little Pigs has three names, and they're all each given a name: save, spend, share. So that's how we continue the story. And parents were so amazed. I said, "Wow, I didn't know that." And that's where we lead to. We make it fun and entertaining, engaging them. Yeah. All right. All right. So of course, another way is to really, really get my books. Oh, this book was written way back in about 2004, or published in 2014. Took 2 years of research, and with my publisher Kok Hua, helped me out to post out this book. And today, I think maybe still got 40, 50 copies left. So if you want to buy or you want to get a copy of the book, you can scan the QR code here. I'm going to give you something like 30 seconds for you to scan the QR code just in case anything. All right, you can buy. But I'll take a sip of water. All right. Okay, so far so good, everybody. Any question you all can type in the chat, okay? All right. Of course, another one, Christmas is coming, right? So you want to have some, with the lockdown continue, restricted going out, say, what's measure, all this and all that, we still can't travel. Well, one of the games that you can consider this board game. Like earlier on, I say I created this board game with all the teachable moments, whether it's spending, savings, earning, sharing. I created all those possible ways that you can think of to talk to kids about money. This board game can be something similar to Monopoly, but Monopoly talks a lot about investment, buying property. This is talking about daily teachable moments, and kids will get to learn. Okay, and there's a lot of bonding. And this board game can play between about 5 to 6 players. If you bought this game and don't know how to play it, let me know. I'll come and teach you. You have a minimum of 10 people. I think now it's gathering of 5. So you have 2 tables. All right. Birthday. Parents used to use this for birthday. All right. To birthday party. So instead of hiring magician, they can get me. I can come and teach you all. So this okay. So another one that is parents, like financial parenting webinar. You can come and attend. That's where Parents get to share your common understanding, your common problems, all right, and learn things from me. This financial planning class will be personally taught by me, coach, and right. We spend something like close to 10 to 12 hours going through some of your money stories, money dialogue, your financial statements, so that we want you to get in the right track to start the financial planning journey that your kids can understand. Your kids understand what is financial report. Your kids understand what is investment. And I created the investment game playing ping pong balls. Like you go to amusement park. All right. A lot of people say, wow, I didn't know that can be an investment thought. Yeah. So that's why I said we want to make it fun. We want to make it creative. All right. So that children also want to listen to you all the time. Of course, another one is this coming up school holiday program. If you don't know what to do, if the child is so bored with home-based learning program, they don't want to attend anymore. I guarantee you, my homeschool learning program is virtual. I can guarantee you, your child love to come back. Not only level 1 all the way to level 4. If you really, really think that, hey, this school holiday, I don't want my kids to really, really keep on learning things and cannot go out, don't want to be so academic. This is some financial literacy program that you want to consider and engaging them. Okay. So these are the days that if it's 4 days. Okay. The day 4 is assessment, not assessment. Don't worry. I promise you already. It's not academic. The assessment is playing a trivia challenge again to help them to recall, okay, what they learned the last 3.5 days, and they got prizes to win. Okay, that's all I have to share today. Any questions? I think I'm still early. All right. Anything? I'm done. Kok Hua? Anybody there? Oh, let me stop sharing. Oh. Hey, are you there? Oh, I'm done.